Welcome to Health and Wellness. I'm Dr. Jennifer Ashton. As we know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the disease affects not only the patient, but also their loved ones. So with me here today to discuss this is actor, author, and troublemaker, Stephen Baldwin, who has a very personal connection to the fight against breast cancer. Stephen, welcome and thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. I promise not to be trouble here today, okay?
There will be no trouble.
Yes.
You have a very personal connection to the fight against breast cancer. Tell us your story.
Well, my mom, Carol Baldwin, 19 years ago, about a month before my wedding, found out she was diagnosed with breast cancer, couldn't do anything about it, didn't even say anything to the family, waited till after my wedding, didn't want to have any drama with all that, and ended up having a double mastectomy. She's been a survivor ever since, and through her foundation and her fundraising efforts, for the last 15 years, we've raised around $3 million.
Breast cancer affects 1 in 8 women
Right.
over their lifetime.
Right.
So by definition, that will affect, if your family's big enough like yours is, that
Right.
will affect a brother, a husband, a
Right.
father, a son in some way.
It's a simple message.
Right.
Early detection is the key. 1 in 8 women?
Yeah, it's a lot.
That makes the odds, unfortunately,
Right.
very bad.
Now, you have a daughter.
I have 2 daughters.
You have 2 daughters. What have you told them about breast cancer, and what have they learned from your mom?
Well, they understand that, you know, when they get to be the age of concern, which we talked about earlier, you know,
Right.
it's not 40 and over anymore.
Right.
You know, it's 30 and over.
If you have a family history, that's right. That's really important. A lot of people, you know, there's not a formal guideline in this country about when to start screening women who have a first-degree relative with breast cancer. And usually what we tell our patients is, well, we think it's a good idea to start 10 years earlier. So if you have a mother who's had breast cancer and she was diagnosed at age 42, and you're a woman, you should start being screened at 32. And
Right.
you're absolutely right. Most women in their 30s, they think of mammograms as something they don't have to think about for a
Right.
while.
So with my daughters, just they've been to all the functions and they are kind of in the loop of all the work that
Right.
we're doing, so they're already pretty hip to it.
Specifically, how is the Carol Baldwin Foundation? What are they currently working on? What's on the horizon for them?
Well, they continue to forge ahead in my mom's, what she likes to call crusade. She's tough, boy.
She's 80, right?
Turning 80 and having a big...
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Carol.
Love ya. We're doing a big Long Island fundraiser / birthday party for her. Of course,
Good, I hope you invite us from CBS.
That'd be great.
Okay.
And she wouldn't just do a birthday party. She's like, if we're going to put all these people together, we're going to raise money for breast cancer. So they continue to do all that. They have, anybody can go to findacure.org. And then there's another one, which is findacure CNY for Central New York.org, which is the upstate version where my mom lives.
Great.
Golf tournaments, motorcycle rides. My mother rides in the sidecar of this Harley Davidson with a pink helmet. She's been doing
Who drives that thing?
There's a dear friend of the family. But we have all these opportunities of fundraising from, you know, these various projects.
And your brother Alec is involved also, right, in the foundation?
Yeah. Oh, everybody's
your whole
involved.
family's
yeah,
involved.
everybody's
which
involved.
Which is great.
And
so fans of the Baldwin clan can go to any of these events and probably run into any one of you, right?
Yeah. In fact, you know, what a good idea. Anyone who watches 30 Rock, we want you to send $1 today. I think there's about 4 million of you.
Right.
Send
no, more than that,
$1.
I think.
Yeah.
It's a very popular show.
Wouldn't that be great if you all
Right.
sent $1
Right.
to findacure.org?
$1.
I'm going to get in trouble for that one, by the way.
all right.
He's going to call me later and go, you know, don't do that again. And then this wonderful organization here, Choose for Health, is this little vitamin product right here that is super antioxidant.
Okay.
All right, vegetable blends. Flip it over for a sec. Look at this. It's got fruit complex, goji, noni.
What is bladder rack? That doesn't sound. That sounds like a condition. I mean,
Okay. You're
I'm sure
asking
it's
me.
good
You're
for
the doctor.
all right, but you like this?
No, but this. I'm eating this stuff myself.
Okay.
Pomegranate, blueberry, cranberry, raspberry, on and on
Okay,
and on.
antioxidants very important.
Yeah,
they fight what we call oxidative or free radical stress in our cells. So that is really important. And in terms of breast cancer, very well known that fruits, vegetables, diets that are high in fruit and vegetables and low in animal fats can be very, very important.
Choose for Health is the product. Go to orderchoose.com because these guys are donating a significant percentage of all their sales in the month of October back to the organization.
Good to hear that. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. We'll have a lot more with Stephen Baldwin after this. Now, I sent out a tweet, if you will, because you and I are both on Twitter. The tweets just flew in when people heard that you were coming. So this is from Musings From, who wants to know, question for Stephen Baldwin, is it hard to be taken very seriously when people only see the bad boy image?
Well, goodness. There have been
musings.
Far greater bad boys that have gone before me that were taken seriously.
Absolutely.
I mean, Barack Obama's a bad boy, isn't he?
He might be. Now, let's talk about something that you've also been very vocal about, and that actually does play into breast cancer, and that's faith. There have been quite a few medical articles written that talk about how anyone dealing with a chronic illness or cancer, really that those who have a spiritual backing or good faith foundation, organization within their family or their community, it can be a real positive. Obviously, was that helpful to your mom or to you?
Absolutely. There's no question, that number one, not only is there a peace and a comfort that comes with that, but there also is a tremendous healing power that comes with that for those that really learn to allow it to be their anchor.
Stephen, what is next for...
Doctor,
Mr. Baldwin,
yeah.
What is next for you, the actor? What projects are you working on?
I have a couple of movies coming out, these little independent faith-based films that I like to work on now. One is called To the Wall.
So you've got a couple of those.
I got my radio show every Saturday night. Anybody can go to bmxradionow.com. That's Baldwin McCullough Radio Show. That's going good. In the middle of my third book myself.
Nice. And the book is about?
Well, I wrote my first book called The Unusual Suspect, My Calling to the New Hardcore Movement of Faith by Stevie B. Then after that, I wrote my first novel called The Death and Life of Gabriel Phillips, and that's been doing very well. And now I'm doing a follow-up to the first one called Dangerous, True Christianity is Not for Everyone.
Unbelievable. And despite that busy schedule, you came by here to Health and Wellness to get your message out.
Yes, ma'am.
We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for watching another episode of Health and Wellness. I'm Dr. Jennifer Ashton. Until next time, wishing you good health.